Fatality.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So here we have it. This is for the first World Championship for the SL Living Expo, Cole versus Laurie. Um, but other than that, the difference now, guys, is that we are going to be fighting for 5 rounds. So championship fights are 5 rounds long. Still 3 minutes each round, but 5 rounds long. Okay. Here we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and make it official.
Now we're officially on the go.
Yep. The match is official. Here we go for the championship. I feel really bad for Cole. I'm not gonna lie, because he did land a knockdown, and that's huge. You know, in the pros, right? But you know, he wanted to restart it as well, so you know, I'll give them what they want.
Yeah, at least it's kind of a good sportsmanship as well, you know, because
100%.
yeah, he technically didn't have to do that, bro. You know,
He didn't. He did not have to do that at all. So that says a lot for Cole. But yeah, no. But going back, right? So I would say my favorite part about SL boxing is the fact that it's real competition and it's difficult. And the people that come in, they're not here to play and they're not here to lose. They're here to win. So you're fighting. You know, you got very tough competition in front of you. And you know, so that's what is the most realistic about it is you got real competition. These fights are extremely stressful. You know, we're sitting down, we're hanging out, we're relaxing, we're cracking jokes, we're having a great time. But these fighters are stressing in there. I mean, they got eyeballs, right? Eyeballs on them. You know, this is for their record. You know, they're fighting. You know, they're trying to get a championship. I mean, this is huge for them.
You have the stress, is it more of the fight that has you stress, or is it more of the record that has you stress?
Man, I would say it's a little bit of both, you know, because in the fight, you know, as far as the fight goes, I mean, you don't want to lose. You're there to win, right? Because nobody steps in that ring wanting to lose. You know what I mean? And so, you know, you're stressed out about the fight. You want to win. You want to progress. You want to, progress in your record. You want to pick up titles, and the other person wants to too, right? And so it makes for a very stressful environment. So the fact that Cole is handling it so chill, right? He's super chill about it. He's enjoying himself. I mean, and this is his first pro tournament. This says a lot about Cole, to be honest.
No, it's all about having fun at the end of the day as well, you know?
Yes.
Do something that you enjoy.
Fighters, get to your corners.
And then again, this is not to take away from Laurie. Yeah, I mean, this says a lot about her too, because you know she handling it very well as well. You know, but yeah, you know. So I don't know. So my favorite part about SL boxing is that it really does feel like a real fight. It really does. And I can say that just, you know, like I said, I've competed in real life, and so I know what it feels like, and it feels very, very real.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, comparing the new era to the old era, right? Laurie's really the only one from the old era that's competing that I'm aware of, you know? All the old era is kind of, you know, sat back in the seat. So for her to continue to go, putting on a big record that she has and the total amount of fights, you know, it definitely is a game changer. But it's kind of like, when are you going to put the gloves up is the main question, you know? How much more can you take? Mentality can you take and stuff like that, you know?
Right. Man, I'm gonna be real, bro. I don't think she's ever gonna retire. Honestly, the way she fights, I don't think she's ever gonna retire. I mean, she's gonna have to just get bored of it. But you would think that somebody that trains as much as she does, that fights as often as she does, you would assume that they would get tired of it already, right? But a long time ago. But she's still going. So, I mean, she's probably one of the top 3 most active boxers in the entire world right now.
Well, whenever it comes to a question, right? Saying if the old era was to come back, saying if there was a battle of the old era and the new era, who do you?
Oh, I think you cut out, bro.
Yeah, we lost
I'm
him.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me now? Pretty good. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
So like saying if the old era, right, when it comes back to the new era, do you think it could be something that's really close, or do you think the new era, pretty much put the old era at
Man, so that's a really good question, right? So the old era, you talking about like the era right before, like the era, like say like last 3-4 years, like for like 2020 to like 2024, you know? And Laurie's down.
Oh, no.
Can she get up? Can she get up?
Dang.
She's hurt. Oh, and she got up at the
Oh my
last
gosh,
second.
the last second.
Last second. She's not here
Yo.
to with nobody.
I honestly would say maybe up to the fatality HUD releasing.
Yeah, man. You know, so it just depends. I mean, there's been so many eras in SL boxing, right? SL boxing has been around since 2007. I would say this. I mean, if you look at fighters that came from the last era, you know, evidence shows that they do very well. Like, if you look at Laurie, you look at Titus, you know what I'm saying? If you look at fighters like this, they're doing very well. You know, so I don't think they would be bad. But I definitely think that this era probably has better boxers in general. And, you know, not everybody, right? But generally speaking, just for the simple fact that.
Fighters,
And she's down again. She's down again. Can she get up?
Wait,
Can she get up?
You know?
Uh-oh.
Oh, she's up.
8 count. 8 count for Laurie. If she goes down one more time in this round, it is all over for her. Got 10 seconds left. Okay. So to answer your question directly, Jack, I would say that in the last era of boxing, before Vitality, I would say that you really did not have to implement footwork if you didn't want to. And so since you did not have to do it, you could if you wanted to, right? A lot of them did. But I would say since you didn't have to implement it, I would say that the ones that did not implement footwork would not do super well crossing over, right, into this area with that same skill set. Now, if they adapted, you know, I'm sure they can adapt and overcome, right? But just coming over just from that skill set, it wouldn't work out for them, in my opinion. But there's several other, you know, there's several other eras from boxing. If you look at like 07 through 2012, in my opinion, that was like the most competitive era. And Vitality era now is creeping up on that era. Like we're creeping up on there, and the goal is to surpass that era. The goal is to, you know, for our competitors to be such a high level and so deep that we surpass that time frame, right? So I think as competitors, anybody from any era could come and adapt, and if they adapt properly and train properly and truly understand the system, then I think they do just fine. And here's the evidence right here. Look at Laurie. She's from the last era, and I mean she's kicking butt everywhere she goes.
That is true. See, and honestly, I'm agreeing with you on that. I think the new era will definitely be very hard to put down, because of the fact that, you know, look at all these boxers. They're trained up, ready to go. You know, they're fighting their tails off, mini fights, mini tournaments. You know, they're new names in the field. You know? And you have that mentality set that you want to win it all. It's kind of hard to kind of break that mentality. Once you get the feel going, it's hard to go unless you feel tank mentality, you know?
Yeah, I agree. And Laurie's back down.
Yep.
So Cole is tearing up her body. Cole is really aiming for the body. I mean, this is kind of what you call like a body snatcher right here. He's aiming to rip, tear up those ribs.
Left in round 3 and Cole's in the lead 30-24.
But in all honesty, it doesn't matter about the new or the old era. So many good people all around,
100%. 100%. I think each era, had a lot of positivities, right? And so, yeah, I mean, if we were to have people come in from 2008, 2009, 2010 era, I'm sure they'd be just fine, as well. They would have to adapt. They would have to adapt to everything
Get
that's
to
new.
your corners.
And if they're able to, then, they can make it happen.
One thing I would love to see is the battle of the teams, though. I do think because everybody is so helpful with each other, but imagine team for team, bragging rights, same thing.
Yes.
League, you got league versus league. You got them about being a league owner saying if your league fights another league and you lose your belt to that league, that's kind of hard to take. Same thing as a team. You represent your team. Belts are on the line. I'm pretty sure team has belts, don't they, Brandon?
No, not team, just league.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
On the floor.
well, even like as a team, you doing team versus team. You got 5 fighters, 5 on each team. It's all about bragging rights,
Man, I and that's the thing. That's the beautiful thing about what we got going on. Is there's so many possibilities. I mean, there's so much that we can do. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it right here on record. I would love to see a throwdown between Team Death Row and Team KBC. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not instigating nothing. I'm just,
yeah, you are.
I'm not instigating. I'd like to see a 4v4. You know what I'm saying? 4v4 would be nice.
Okay,
I
we are
would
going into
say-
round 4. Cole's in the lead 40-30.
Oh.
They're
I
in the
would say
championship
5.
rounds now. Nice. 5v5.
Yeah, do 5.
Okay.
That way there's a tiebreaker. And in all honesty, KBC has a lot of good fighters.
They really
Which
do.
also-
They got like 40 killers. I'm talking about like 40 killers over there, dude. They got so many fighters.
Right, but then again, you also have Death Row as well. Some really new upcoming talent, and
Yep.
some, like you said, they train, they help each other out, they coach each other.
Yep.
So Death Row is definitely not a team to sit there and kind of look different ways on. They can do it different, put on the show, that's for sure.
Dude, and like what? Like 90% of Death Row are current champions. Like they all got belts. You know what I mean? So I mean, the Death Row is a team to be reckoned with. They're on the up and up. I mean, they've got like a crazy overall record. I think they got over 10 wins overall, maybe like 3 losses overall.
Right, and see, that's the thing is about a team as well. I'm not sure who's all teams are doing it. But see, KBC, they have a lot of really good fighters over there. So it's kind of that thing. Low down.
Oh, they're both down. They're both
down.
double knockdown. Double knockdown. Can they get up? Oh, Laurie's up. Laurie's up. Oh, and Cole's back
back
up.
up.
Whoa. Double knockdown. Look at that.
Well, most definitely, though. I mean, I couldn't really say who would win that one, to be fair. I would have to be there to see it.
Yeah. I'll definitely be there.
You can tell these two fighters are wanting really bad right now.
Keep going at it.
See, the thing with Laurie, right, is she's been down all these rounds. And normally, an average person would just give up after this, right? And after being down all these rounds, but she's still fighting to win. She's not here, like she's not trying to survive. She's looking for a way to win. And the evidence was right there. She actually put Cole, I mean, they put each other down, right? But it had she not been trying to look for the win, she would not be able to put him down.
Lori's definitely. Round's coming to an end. What are they gonna do? Yeah, they're giving each other space.
Yeah, one more round.
Okay, here we go. 5th and final round coming up.
That was a good round.
Very good round. So
So
let's
what
see.
does Laurie have to do to win?
Okay, so let's see here. Okay, to be completely honest, she has to get a knockout. I
Got
mean,
it.
there's just no way around it right
Okay.
now. She has lost. Let me see. Okay, so
Fifth
she
and
has lost.
final round. Fight.
So even if she wants to win this last round, it just wouldn't be enough to win this belt. She's got to get the knockout. Knockout or TKO, one of the two. She's got to finish this fight. Now, Cole's path to victory here. Cole has to just breeze through this. I mean, Cole has to just,
Avoid a knockout.
yes, that's all he's got to do to take this belt, honestly. He's just got to hang out. He's got to stay out of danger, and it doesn't look like he's trying to stay out of danger, though, but, so, I mean, I respect that, yeah.
He's not taking the easy route.
Definitely not, but, I mean, if he really wanted to, he could. I mean, he could stay on the outside all night and, the rest of this round and take his belt. But Laurie's coming for it. Uh-oh, somebody's tired.
Since things about Laurie, she's throwing some nasty uppercuts on the left hook as well.
Yep.
Still 8 points down.
Yeah, Laurie, I mean, she's kind of doing this right now. She's going for broke right now. She's trying to put him out. And that's pretty much exactly what she has to do. But if you look at Cole, I mean, Cole is also on the offensive. So, and he does not have to be.
Yeah, I could definitely say if I was in Cole's position right now, I would dance around and I'll just keep dancing. Throw a punch here and there, back out, boom, back out, and just carry home the belt.
7, 8, 9.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Laurie went
Laurie's
down.
back up.
Oh, back up.
And she's right back down. Uh-oh. Cole is hunting her down in his 5th and final round. Can she get up? Oh, and she's up on the last second.
1 second.
Laurie didn't hear no bell. Cole is like a shark in there, man. And it is all over. TKO in the 5th round for Cole.
Nice.
That was definitely a good
Insane.
battle. Definitely a good
Yeah, it
battle.
was.
Every fight tonight was a good battle. It just wasn't this one, it was all of them. Really good fights.
This was
interesting.
Yeah, I mean, this was Cole's. So this was Cole's first tournament, first professional fight, first professional tournament, and he comes out victorious with a world championship versus a current reigning champion. I mean, that's no easy task. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Cole. Oh, what was the nickname? What was the nickname that we gave him?
Matador.
Cole the Matador Evergarden. Let's go. Congratulations, Mr. Cole.
See that name now again.
All right.